And we're here this week with new IFBB pro, Biki Singh, Biki winner of the Mr. Olympia Amateur in India. Training right now recently in Bev France Gym, Powerhouse Gym. Everybody knows that. And an invitation to Biki for the Sheru Classic Colombia. So India meets Colombia in South America. And I think you're the first IFBB Pro Classic Physique from India. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
All right. So I got all my information kicking off on the right foot.
I work with George Farah, my coach. I've been working with him from last almost 10 years.
Oh,
So,
wow. Okay.
and I will, I believe in one source. Like you stick to one, then only you can go ahead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we only did like 3 shows in last 10 years. And George always believed when the time is right, you will get it. So
Yeah.
we waited for my body to improve and work on the weak muscles and stuff. And then decided to do a show. Actually, we were planned to do a show, the North Americans.
The North Americans. And now that's
Yeah,
opened up. That's also opened up. This is great.
yeah,
Jim Mannion's really
but
opened
that
up things
that
for the
show
international
is
competitors.
like 4 weeks after the Sheru Classic, what I did in India.
Yeah.
But I was ready a month before the show, so George was like, "Why not do a show now if you're ready?"
Yeah.
So we did
I
a
could see
show,
George
and
saying that.
God's
Yeah.
grace, like we
Yeah.
did good, and we got the
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So you've been mildly competing, we could say, mildly competing for the
yeah,
last 10 years. This was your fourth crack at it, right? Your fourth crack
yes,
at it.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
I've
got
been
it.
doing the amateur shows before,
Yeah.
the NPCs, but this was my first big show.
Okay. That's good. And it feels great to get it in your own territory, right?
Yes, exactly. Feel proud.
Now, the Olympia Amateur has been going on for a while in India. How many years has that been going on?
I think from 2016, 17, 18. But I wasn't ready. I was off, like I was having fun with family. Uh,
Family's
yeah,
important.
yeah. But eventually, like we decided, my coach, he was like, "Let's do a show now,"
How
because I
old are you?
never asked my coach like I never tell him like I want to do this.
Yeah.
Only my coach tell me, Biki, now you do this, now you do that. I just follow, you know.
Right. Right. You let him
And
be the pilot and you're
I
you know.
believe in that. I'm a big believer in my coach, like the source that's helping me out.
Yeah.
I do everything on point. Like if you tell me, like Biki, in this meal you eat 170-gram chicken, it will be 170. It won't be 169, 171. No, 170, 170.
Right. Right. How old are you, Biki?
I just turned 30.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're just getting started. Absolutely. So
Yes, sir.
you've been competing since 20 years old. All right. All right.
Yeah, I
Now,
was I was 19 when I did my first teen show in Metropolitan,
the
by Steve.
Metropolitan area. Yeah.
Yeah, I did
Steve's,
Metropolitan,
yeah.
then I did Eastern USA, I did Atlantic. I won all three in my category, my teenage. So after that, I was like, I need to step up my game. I need a coach. So then that's when I met George through
Hmm.
Sheru.
Right.
Sheru gave me the contact. He's like, George is the best coach to go with. So he gave me his number. I called George. I'm like, I want to go to the
Why
next
did you
level now.
choose the Sheru Classic in South America to make your pro debut? I mean, you could have done it anywhere in Europe or the Middle East, right? Or Asia.
Yeah, I just want to know like where I stand with the pros. So I'm more into like I want to improve my body. If I'm improving every show, that means I'm winning. So I just want to improve, improve, improve. I just wanted to know like where I stand, like how I look,
Mix it
like
up with
what
the
I need to
Western
work
world.
on. So then
Yeah.
like people do a warm up show, then they do a show. It's
Right.
it's kind of, and I did the prep in 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about this particular event. It has a lot of hype behind it because it's one of the biggest expos in the world now. It's the biggest
Mm-hmm.
in South America now. It's
Uh-huh.
got a huge Olympia amateur pole. and that's been like the fifth. This will be the fifth year of the Olympia Amateur, and then the Sheru Classic. This is the third year that the Sheru Classic is in Colombia, and they just added Classic Physique. So you have a very big mix of not just Latin athletes, but people from coming in from all over the world. I mean, some pretty big names have gone through there. So this far, and it's a good place to make a name for yourself, right? Just stand up to some people that obviously are more advanced in their career, but you might be on the other side next to someone who's just getting their feet wet as well. So it's I call it a good mixer.
Exactly. Sheru Classic is growing, bro. Sheru Classic is like,
Yeah.
in November, 200,000 people showed up in Mumbai. 200,000 people.
That was my next question. How is, I see it on social media that bodybuilding is really growing in India, but to hear it from you, I mean, that is incredible.
Like all the film industry, India has the biggest film industry in the
Yeah.
world. Trust me, they have 15, 20 movies every week they release. Like they have the biggest movies.
Very competitive, huh?
Yeah, and now Bollywood is getting involved in fitness. Even like we have the biggest game like cricket in India. Like everyone is like they wanna like follow cricketers. Even cricketers they're getting involved in bodybuilding and fitness thing. So fitness is growing very
Cricket
big
with
scale in
muscles.
India.
Yeah, you guys are going through the Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire,
Yeah.
but cricket this time. Yeah,
India is a growing industry. Like right now, people are interested in building their physique, getting healthy and
Capri
stuff.
Sun. Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of gyms over there, man. If you go there in a city, like in a hood, in a neighborhood, you will
Yeah.
find like 15, 20 gyms like in the street.
that's excellent. That's
Yeah.
excellent. Yeah, Colombia is growing like that. Brazil has been growing it. Latin America is catching up a little bit. And
The thing
that's
is, like
exciting.
we have the population, 1.3 billion.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
1.3 billion, man.
It's about
Imagine
100
that.
people.
Even if you get like, even if you get like half of them interested in fitness,
Right. Yeah.
that's,
It's a
that's
lot of
half a
social
billion.
media accounts. A lot of hungry people looking for a boost on their social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So you see the Western world and the Eastern world kind of uniting now because before really it opened up with Jim Mannion, I just felt like if you were from Europe, you did the Europe thing. If you're from Asia, you did the Asian thing. If you're from South America, you did the South America. If you're from Mexico and the Caribbean, you did that. North America was different. It was so segmented, hyper segmented. Now, I just feel like it's coming together.
It's all under one roof now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
a
better.
beautiful
Like
thing.
now, people know like which show to do, and like how you gonna go to the Olympics. Because my goal is to compete in the Olympia. Everyone like who's working out, who's doing hard work, who's dieting, his main goal is to go to the Olympia and compete.
Right.
In India, like they were doing before Sheru Classic, before the IFBB or NPC in India. I have seen guys, they were only doing like the shows, the local shows, the regional shows, and they were going nowhere. They
Yeah.
were just doing
The road to
Miss
nowhere.
India.
Yeah.
Next year they're winning Miss India again, then again, the same thing
Yeah.
again and again. But you stuck in like a box. But now like Jim Mannion, Tyler, they did a really big thing, man. Like
Absolutely.
they have
I try and
they have
explain this
IFBB in India.
to.
They give chance to everyone to work hard, try their luck, and show people what they got, and come to the Olympia if you have genetics and if you have the hard work, the ethics, consistency. You can make it big.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. And there's so many more tier one shows coming out. I think the Sheru Classic is going to start leaving his own legacy in a couple of years. I'm not
Yep.
doubting any of the other successful franchises that exist, and more power to them internationally. But the world needs more franchises, more big name shows, tier one shows internationally, and I think the Sheru Classic is to be taken very seriously.
Yes.
Yeah.
In India, like it's the only show in India.
hmm Yeah,
Like we're lucky
the
we have
game.
the platform. we lucky, like Sheru gave us the platform to compete in our own country, because in India we had to travel outside, and it's so much expensive to go to buy the air ticket, then get the hotel, and some people they don't know the language. It's the language barrier and everything. But
Yeah.
now we have the show in our country, like we don't have to travel that much. The currency is same, and we know like how much we have to spend and this and that. We can create a budget and do a show in our own country only, rather than going to maybe fly to Europe or maybe fly to America to do a show. The ticket only from India to here, the ticket costs like 2,000 bucks.
Yeah.
Then plus the hotel and the food and
Yeah.
everything, it comes up to like so much money.
Yeah. Let me ask you something a little bit about the local diet. Obviously, food, is different out there. Obviously, the Indian cuisine and stuff like that. What do you do? I mean, for your mat, do you eat any animal-based proteins? What kind of carbs do you guys eat out there for
I
macro
do.
carbs and
I
stuff?
usually my food is almost the same, but like some things like in India, I don't live in a city. If I go there, I live at my village, and my village like doesn't have everything. But the best thing is I get the organic eggs,
Organic
cage
eggs.
free egg, cage free, where the yolk is like dark yellow. It's almost orange.
Yeah.
The best eggs. I have the organic chicken. I get organic goat meat, which is as good as like beef or any other red meat.
Yeah.
And things that are not available are like salmon is not available over there, codfish not available, asparagus or broccoli like they are available, but in the cities. But where I live, nah, only eat chicken and white fish and eggs, and that's it.
Whitefish.
And yeah,
It's
and I
good.
think like if you get everything organic, if you're getting everything healthy,
Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
can work your way around.
Yeah, absolutely. I was in Spain and they didn't have that many organic shops. I go, why? I figured it out. Most of their food is already natural. It's
Yeah,
already
like
organic. It's a
yeah,
thing in the Western
we
world
don't put
where
that much
everything's
preservatives or any kind of stuff. It's,
yeah,
it's all fresh.
yeah,
It's everything is fresh. You cut the chicken, and it's right there. It's like they cut it in front of you. It's,
right.
it's that fresh. The fat from the chicken here is like pale. It's whitish. The skin on the chicken. In India, like where I live, like if I get the chicken, the fat is dark yellow,
Hmm.
like the yellow color.
Yellow color,
So
natural.
if goat meat or any red meat isn't available, I just cook the whole chicken. The same thing.
Why not eat a chicken? Yeah, it's like the Blues
And for
Brothers.
the carbs,
Four
and
fried
for the
chickens and a
carbs,
Coke.
we eat roti. It's an Indian bread. It's called roti. It's only wheat, no yeast, no baking soda, no nothing. It's just plain bread. Only one ingredient, wheat, and that's it.
Uh huh.
Less the ingredient, better the food is. Everyone know that.
Yeah,
You put more ingredients, it's complicated. It's bad for the stomach and stuff.
you live
And
longer.
yeah, you live longer. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And we have sweet potato, organic sweet potatoes,
Oh, that's the
potatoes,
best.
and we have the best rice, basmati rice.
Yeah,
Basmati rice, the GI index is lower than the brown rice.
excellent. Well, that's making me hungry, my friend. Uh, let's talk about popular machinery now out there. Obviously, the gym scene is new. You said you live in a village. I mean, how do you work out? How do you work out? Are there gyms out there, or
There are gyms out there, but they don't have like every single machinery. So I stick to the compound movements like
the
squats. I do more of
basics?
squats. Yeah, the basics.
Yeah,
I do more of squats, more of bench press, more of like deadlifts, rather than doing on the machine and do the machine work. And it actually helped me build more muscle. Old school. I stick to old school rules. My coach is old
interesting.
school. We stick to the old school rules, and I
George
think
isn't gonna
it's
argue with that. Absolutely.
my
Yeah.
gym is almost the size of the bathrooms the gyms in New York City. It's not that big. It's not that big, but I know what I need to do. I work my way around. If
Yeah.
I need to do bicep, I just do it on the big barbell rather than the barbell that fixed weight. I just put plates in. It's the same thing. It's a little bit more work, but it tells you like how badly you want to do it.
Right. Right. What's your
Yeah,
what's your city called? Where do you come from? Where do you hail from?
I'm from Punjab. It's a state.
Punjab.
Yeah, Punjab is a state, and we have really good gyms in Punjab, like in the cities. But I rather stay in a village. I like to live in a box.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not like kind of person like who's more on Instagram, who's like
Right.
active everywhere. I'm an athlete. My job is to eat and to train, sleep, eat, train, and that's what I do.
Okay. Well, it's easy to disconnect more where you're at than some of these more integrated cities where you have so many more distractions. I mean,
Like
that's the
in
whole.
my village, like where I live, we don't have a treadmill. I go out and walk.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I go
Nice
out
scenery.
and I take walk in the fresh air, like fields, like I breathe fresh air and I feel really healthy, rather than doing cardio in a gym with air
It's
condition and
disgusting
everything.
because you're breathing other people's farts and bo and. I think
That's
gyms are
true.
disgusting, to be honest with you. I mean, I do the
Yeah,
weights, but if I want to do cardio, I go
I try to
outside.
wake up
Yeah,
before the sun,
yeah,
and I try to do my cardio like in the fields, fresh air.
yeah.
You feel healthy in and out. You feel
Right.
healthy. You take a walk. It's mostly also a mentally thing. Bodybuilding is not about like physical. You have to be like mentally prepared with everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's very interesting. It gives perspective, a lot of
Yeah,
perspective to different competitors, what they need to do to really disconnect, because there are so many distractions out there
yeah, it
that
gives
don't
you more
allow a
time to
lot of
connect with the
athletes to
nature as well. You
focus.
you 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 take a morning walk. You see birds. You know, birds flying for the food. They to collect food. It's the time to go out and the
Yes.
fields, the fresh air. You connect to the nature, and it's really healthy for the body. It's like you healing your body. I think if you do more, if you're more connected to nature, your body will heal faster.
Interesting. Interesting perspective. Very interesting perspective. I mean, it's not the first time I've heard that, but I definitely can see how, doesn't India have like the oldest living people, like the record for oldest living people?
I have no idea,
I
but
mean,
now I know like India has the most diabetic people in India. Everyone like eat sweets and stuff. They all into sugar and stuff. The
that's worldwide. That's
diabetic is
epidemic. I mean,
spiking.
Kuwait, Mexico, Kuwait. I mean, unfortunately, that's an epidemic worldwide, my friend.
Yeah,
Sugar's
but
killing us.
yeah, my coach George Farah, like he's trying to aware people like how bad sweet is, how bad sugar is.
Yes.
Even he told me like even fresh juice, like the fresh juice
Hmm.
where we get is 22% cancer. The fresh juice like we get is 22. It can cause 22% cancer because
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's sugar. It's no fiber in it. You take the fiber, so you're only drinking sugar.
yeah. I mean, well, there's so many products now. Obviously, we all know this. We read up about it all the time, but all the products secretly have some sort of sweetener or sugar in it.
Sucralose, they have the artificial sugar.
Yeah.
That's no good for the body.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't. I think stevia is still good for the body if you take like one or two sometime because it's alkaline to the body. Other things are like acidic to the body.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, that's a holistic type of mind state mentality. Back with nature,
Mhm.
focusing in and disconnecting from the internet and distractions like social media, particularly the drama, politics, um, cleaner diet. I don't want
Yeah,
to say organic, just real food, right?
real food.
Real
Yes.
food. Like you said, I mean, maybe some people be offended. That's tough luck for them because I know my ancestors from all over the world and your ancestors. You killed it right there. You eat it. It's part of nature.
Yes.
You know,
Yep.
I think that's good though too because you respect the animal more because you understand that sacrifice. So, um,
You don't eat for taste. You eat for the purpose.
right,
I think if you eating for taste, everything is bad. That's my perspective.
yeah, self indulgence. Yeah,
If even if you eating, if even if you're eating sugar or maybe anything for taste is bad.
yeah,
Anything for purpose is good. be it
Absolutely.
meat or be it a vegetable or some grains or anything, has to be for a purpose.
Eat for purpose.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Eat for purpose. Um, Last couple of questions.
Hmm.
Who's inspired you this whole time? Besides George, I know he can be a great inspiration. He's a great coach. But what else has inspired you, maybe locally in India or internationally, to keep this dream of yours alive? And I know obviously getting the pro card is like a
It,
great achievement for you
uh,
because you're the first IFBB Pro Classic Physique. I mean, how
if
many
you
millions
see
of people in your country?
if we talk about any athlete who inspired me,
Sure,
it will be
anybody in particular. It doesn't even
it will
have to
be Dorian
be a
Yates.
bodybuilder.
It will be Dorian Yates.
Yeah,
He used to live in a box.
Dorian
Like
Yates.
no, that's why they call him Shadow.
Yeah,
He just show up and amaze everyone.
yeah.
He work in a box. He eat, he train,
Dorian
he
Yates.
sleep, he work, he train. People only used to see him during the Olympia, and that's it. The whole year he's working, and that's what I try to do. I live in my village. No one know where I live. The connection, the network is so poor. It's hard to connect with people.
That's why Sheru was telling me, he's like, catch this guy before he gets back on the airplane, man. He's hard to get a hold of. You won't see him again for a while. Now I understand.
And obviously Sheru, I have learned so much from him, like
Uh-huh.
how to grow as a person, as a businessman, as a family man, like how to take everything together and go ahead. It's a lot of things like I learn from everyone. I try to learn from everyone. My goal is in life to keep on learning. Until I die, I will keep on learning. If I think I know everything, then I know nothing, my friend. If you know everything, then the desire dies to learn more. I keep on learning. I learn from everyone, even from a kid, a baby. I learn how to be nice to everyone. A baby don't know like how to play politics.
Yeah, yeah.
I learn from babies. I try to learn from everywhere. That's my goal. Like keep on learning.
Keep on learning. That's a great piece of advice, my friend. Biki, any special shout outs or thanks besides, I know you said the Sheru and George Flora,
Yeah,
but
we're coming to Colombia, man. We're gonna make it big in Colombia,
okay.
and hopefully more and more athletes will come from India and connect to the Colombian people and compete there. I think it's almost even the culture is almost the same. The Colombian culture is mostly related to Indian culture. Like like food wise, and people stay happy and this and that stuff. It's not about like work, 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 work.
Nah,
In here,
Colombia's a
it's
lot
like
of
work,
what we
work,
call
work, work.
fiesta. A lot of
Yeah,
fiesta.
yeah, man. Party,
Pachanga in
eating,
Colombia.
drinking.
Yeah, a lot of good times in
people
Colombia.
people don't stress. It's less stress in these countries, in India and
Yeah,
in Colombia. Here is like you wake up, you don't have time for breakfast. I go to city, I see people they walking and eating.
yeah,
They don't have time to sit and have a good meal.
yeah.
Why you work for? You work for a food and good time, right? You work so you can have food. If you're working and you don't have time for your family and you don't have time to eat a good
No, it's
meal,
all about
like what's the
balance.
point?
It's all about balance. You got to enjoy what you do,
Yeah.
and it's about balance. And
Is
you
it,
got to
yeah.
disconnect. Absolutely. Where can people follow you? What's your IG account? What's your YouTube account? What is your social media?
Yeah, I'm starting my YouTube channel very soon, before New Year. But my IG account is ifbb/Biki Singh 30 at Instagram.
Okay,
I'll text you maybe post it after the video. I get more Colombian followers.
absolutely. Well, we're looking
And
forward to.
man, it was my dream to come to Colombia, man. Sheru, like he showed me photos and the videos. I was so amazed, like the artwork he showed me on the street. I want to come there, man. It's
It's
like
a lot of energy. I tell you what.
I
It
see. Yeah, the
fills.
vibe. I
It
like the
packs.
vibe. The vibe is so attractive. I want to come there.
Yeah. Well, you'll have fun. A lot of good-looking people. A lot of good-looking women. Um,
I'm married, man. I have, I
yeah.
have a baby girl.
No, but just good-looking people in general. Everything is a little more preppy, fashion
Yeah,
trend. Medellin's a beautiful city. A lot of good
friendly people,
times.
right?
Friendly people, very friendly
Yeah.
people. have a lot of fun, a lot of smiles. And we're looking forward to having you out there in Colombia, the first IFBB Pro Classic Physique
Yes, sir.
in the
My
Sheru
pleasure.
Classic
My pleasure.
Colombia.
You
It's
got this.
Biki Singh. Look for him. We're going to be live on mdlatino.com with the broadcast live streaming the Sheru Classic February 16th. I know it sounds like a while away, but we're really not that far away. We're like 90 days
That
out.
problem, my friend. It's close now. It's a couple of months.
That's right. All right, brother. Well, you're going to teach me a little bit about your language today. So you can
100%.
tell me,
Yeah, man.
how do I say never surrender in your language?
Never?
Never surrender.
Never surrender. We, in my language, I'll improvise a little bit. It's like fateh. It's mean win. Fateh wins win like win like.
Fateh. All right, Fateh.
Yeah.
That's easy. I thought it was going to be
Yeah,
very.
yeah, fateh. Be like
Fateh.
fateh.
All right.
Yeah.
Fateh, my friend. Thank you.